What's up, everybody? Wherever you are, whatever part of the world you're in, whatever time it is, um, want to take it, take the time out to thank everybody for listening to our videos. And on this case right here, may just be a little bit of venting going on, or more so, just giving some advice on what you need to do to protect yourself as a small business owner or someone that's getting into the spraying field or just business in general. My advice would be to make sure you have receipts of conversations that you have with customers, whether it be text, and that's more so a good way to keep a track of different things you've advised over the past, I guess, however long you've been working with your customers. It's just always good to have those receipts where you can go back and look on them. This particular property right here, we were blamed for killing this part of the tree. Keep in mind, we do not spray bushes at all. All we do is treat the lawn. But the catch is, True Green comes out to spray these bushes. And the lady that hired us to do her lawn blamed us for this. I asked her, have you even reached out to True Green about this? And she told me she hasn't. So I was very upset. She let us go. But, the morals and values that we have, like I told her, I would tell you if I sprayed your tree. It just seemed as if she was trying to look for a reason to get rid of us because we increased the price when she asked us to do the backyard. We were doing the front. Now you want us to do the back, it's going to be extra cost. But needless to say, she lied on us. Here's a picture of some screenshots that I took. Now this is our review online. We were doing good with all 5 stars. This particular customer gave us 5 stars also when she first started out. A year later, she decides to give us a 2. That's why it says updating. Had to sever ties because a certain weed was persistent and taking over, but nothing was done about it. She severed ties with the other company she had before us as well. But she doesn't listen, and that's the thing, and I have proof to show that I was trying to give her advice on how she needs to do a property. And if you look at this review when she first came in, look at all the good stuff she said about us. All the way down to she hadn't had to cut her lawn. Normally she's mowing down rapidly. She's seen a huge difference with just a few treatments and stuff like that. Honesty, integrity, both in business and in life mean everything. Underdog is everything and worth every cent. However, when things don't go her way, she decides to change it and give us a 2. So I went onto the review and I responded and gave a brief synopsis on how our program works. 1 says weed control is a year-round process. 2, chemicals last 30 days before it breaks down. The reason for monthly applications. 3, different seasons bring about different weeds. For example, cool season weeds, annual wild onion, start to emerge in the fall and germinate all the way until spring in some cases. To help keep winter weeds down, the pre-emergent is applied in August through March, preparing for the following season. In this case, we're talking about now 2025. Next year, around August, 2026, 2027, and next year, that's how we get prepared. So I put that in the review because I couldn't really put the pictures of our comments in there, so I put them in the photos on our Google page. So people can see that we have communicated with this customer and she just doesn't listen. So if you look at number 4 on our brief synopsis, right? It says maintain cut on yard, and I advise stand on monthly schedule for best results because it's a constant battle, so on and so forth. But number 4 is the most important for a customer to do. You gotta stay on top of the cut. You cannot cut the yard every 3 weeks and expect the yard to be nice. The program is called Integrated Pest Management. In this particular slide, integrated means everyone has to work together. This includes the customers constantly making sure the lawn is cut every 10 to 14 days. If not, the weed seed spread even after we treat the lawn. We've made mention of this several times. The review section does not allow me to provide pictures of the text. So what I did, like I said, I took pictures, screenshots, and I put it inside of the photos for our customers or people who inquire about us to see this themselves. Still, have no attitude about it. That's why at the bottom I said, however, Thank you for allowing us to service your lawn. We really appreciate you giving us the opportunity. However, you still cannot just do us like that, right? You can't just talk bad about us. So here's one thing where you can see where I was letting her know to keep the lawn cut. Weed seed spread is very important to have lawn cut, especially during active growing. Just a little advice, nothing personal. I just want your lawn pristine. That's all. It's growing and real nice though. Go back and read it on your own, but you can see. Now look at the top of this slide. Please come next week. Then after cutting, please come next week then. After cutting, weed treatment should be done at least 3 days after. She's absolutely off, trying to tell me how to do my job, which is why if you read my response, it was letting her know how we're experienced in the field and we know what we're doing. I go on further to explain to let her know that's absolutely incorrect. If you choose to wait 3 days, that's fine, but that's not on the test at all. Once again, letting her know our credentials, and both me and my son have passed the test, so we know what we're doing. And you gotta trust us as customers to know that we know how to do our job. Yeah, we'll get some things wrong, but at the same time, a good lawn man, a good lawn care man is gonna try his best to make sure he can correct his wrongdoing. And this particular customer right here, from the payment plan that we have, how payment's supposed to be made, to how often we supposed to treat the lawn, she just wouldn't get on board. And as a matter of fact, you go back and read the review of the previous company that she hired, she even let them go. She had to sever ties with them as well. So it seems like she has a habit of doing this. But in this right here, I let her know how herbicides work. You have systemic, which get down into the root system and works its way up. You have topical, which hits the top of the plant and works its way down. So some cases, yeah, if I'm getting out there first time doing it, and the yard is bad, I may tell you to cut it so I can get the grass while those pores are open. But in some cases, it don't matter. It's going to work its way throughout the system, no matter what. The point is, let us do our job. And if you find yourself running into things like this, what I advise is just make sure you keep a record of these receipts so you'll be able to protect yourself as a small business, because at the end of the day, when customers get upset, they'll throw you under the bus and sometimes sabotage your business. So I hope this helps. And once again, thanks for allowing me to vent. Underdog.